The brakes. The little girl and her father, Cal Oakley, strode up the creaky wooden ramp towards the door of the general store. At the sight of them, the face of a stranger, a gray-haired drugstore cowboy, broke into a wide grin. Pointing his finger at Cal, he said, "You break horses, don't you?" The little girl looked up at her daddy, who was holding onto her tiny hand firmly. Cal drew back, startled a bit at the question. His eyes darted down at his daughter, then back up to the stranger, and murmured, "Well, I used to." When Cal was 6, his mama died and the skies clouded over. His dad, aloof, busy physician, was broke up, no doubt, but he didn't talk about it. Not to him, at least. With breakneck speed, Cal's dad broke the news that Dottie would be the boy's new mama. Dottie, a girl of 19, who knew nothing about mothering a motherless boy. Dottie, the brand new bride who broke into tears nightly after Cal's father flew off to Europe when the world was breaking into pieces. 13 months later, alone in a big house with a scowling 8-year-old stepson, Dottie's water broke. She gave birth to somebody's baby. Cal's twisted home broke and shifted. Again. But then, out from sheet metal skies, the sun broke through. Grandma Nettie, Cal's mama's mama, took him in and loved him up in her cool adobe home in New Mexico heat. Nettie was dead broke, but rich. Rich in what mattered. The biscuits she made at daybreak for him every morning, mixing the buttermilk into the flour right at the top of the cloth flour sack. Those biscuits filled Cal up. Nettie knitted his heart back together, broke the curse of the neglected stepchild. Sure, Cal broke an arm in a dusty game of stickball, broke a finger playing the kick the can with his pals after school. But the absence of heartbreak enveloped him temporarily. No fissures, just love. Cal breathed. And then his dad came back, breaking and entering into the cool adobe home. His home. Now 10, Cal broke down, broke apart on the inside. He didn't want to leave Nettie, whose heart had taught his own mama how to love. Cal's dad insisted. Returning from the Great War, he introduced the boy to another new mom, Eleanor, a nurse who had cut her medical teeth in the dank fields of Italy. Stern and straight-backed, she tried to break Cal of the wild ways he'd acquired in the glare of the desert sun. Cal bristled, braced himself. He broke every rule she tried to set. His dad broke in from time to time, laying down the law. The boy broke the law. Cal jumped on a boxcar and nearly broke his neck. His father chased him down and didn't brook any nonsense. To military school, the boy was dispatched. Discipline, discipline. Don't break into a smile. Don't break the creases in your uniform slacks. Don't slack off. Break away. Break free. The idea consumed Cal. So he broke out. He did it. This time his dad didn't come looking. Cal went southwest again, not to Nettie. No longer there. Forever not there. But back to the wild openness. He broke in as a ranch hand, somehow learned the ropes of horses, cowboyed up and down the wet, wild spaces under the biggest of skies. To get stronger, to get tougher in the saddle of the pulsing ponies, Cal learned to box. He broke his nose in the noses of other boys, looking for a ring to hold their athleticism and their bile. Breaking a sweat, breaking the chain of pain in their chests, where the heart resides, where the heart hides. One day a big shot rancher saw Cal ride and brokered a deal. Paid him extra, lots extra, to pay on his polo team. No Ralph Lauren polo, no neatly collared, tidy preppy polo. Another kind of polo in a rugged land with a mallet in your hand, and a graceful tenacity born of anger. Cal felt whole on the back of a horse, not broken, not one bit. Still holding his little girl's hand on the ramp of the old general store, Cal wiped his brow with the back of a scarred-up hand. His daughter screwed up her face, her bright blue eyes peering up at him, and asked, "You break horses, Daddy?" "Well, I used to, honey," Cal said softly. "I used to."